Holy. Again. Remember how I was saying that the ringing in your ears is like your ancestors calling you type of thing? And like within this nature, it's multi-dimensional type of thing? With like 13 dimensions between each each reality, like this is 3D reality, and then 4D reality type of thing, and then with the thing in the middle. Holy. Well, when you passed like the barriers, like the levels of your ear ringing, the 13, you know, the 13 levels of your ear ringing, when you pass a barrier, like notice how your hearing gets louder, like you hear the sounds louder and stuff, you know, those type of things. Well, like in the other video I said to do the ohm to adjust it, whatever, but that's you like passing a barrier type of thing, like going into the higher dimension type of thing. Holy. And then what you can do with this is if you're seeing ghosts in your house type of thing, right? Like if you ever see ghosts or anything, or any like entities you see on a little bit of a higher frequency, you can use your ear ringing type of thing. Ooh, no? You can use your ear ringing and like see what they want type of thing. And they might give you ear ringing type of thing too, and you could tell them like what ear you want them to do it on type of thing, and then you could find out what they want. Like you could get their message, like from their frequency type of thing. Like when you pass that barrier, like the barrier that they're around type of thing. Ooh, you don't see? Holy. But notice this for a second. Notice how when your ringing gets louder, right? And you pass all of it type of thing, and it keeps going up and up and up, and you have to keep going through those loud ones, right? Notice how you're going through like the reservoir type of thing. So it's not just the mystical. It's also like the reservoir, like that connects with all of us type of thing. Like that makes everything one, right? So it's not just your ancestors calling you. It's also like how you're in tune with the planet type of thing. Like on the energies of the earth too, like the tones of the earth and everything. You don't see, like, it connects to the reservoir, like, it's within and out. Remember that thing? How, like, within and outside of you is, like, the same thing type of thing? So, like, the reservoir is what's out of you, but you have to come in to go to the out. So, like, you're also hearing sounds, like, of this whole existence type of thing. Holy. You don't see? Holy. So like that is the Akashic Records. That's when you do the Akashic Records thing. Is when you channel the universe. That's the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is not a certain level. What? Akashic Records is not a certain place. It's not a... You see where people get caught up with the grammar matrix type of thing and they actually think it's like a land or something? It's not... The Akashic Records is not a place. Like, you don't see the existence of Akashic Records, like how it's where everything that's been thought is there. You don't see? Like, everything that you can think of and everything that you can't think of is there in the Akashic Records. And remember how I said there's no knowledge? It's not knowledge, it's seeing. Knowledge is not like source type of thing. So there's no knowledge in the Akashic records. Holy. Knowledge is just the philosophical monkey, like trying to hold their belief type of thing. Like they go and see the experience and then they philosophize it. Like not knowing that they're missing the point. You're not supposed to try to comprehend what you're experiencing type of thing. Because as you're like on a state of mind of philosophy, then you're missing the experience type of thing. No? It's just like the fork thing again. Like if I'm trying to like know what this fork thing is, right? I can't do philosophy on it. I have to see type of thing. I have to experience the fork. No? Is this knowledge? The fork? This fork's not knowledge. It's just like existence. You have to experience the existence. So like you're seeing. So when you go into different levels, there is no Akashic records like a certain location. You're seeing the frequency type of thing. So the Akashic records exist on every dimension. There's even so-called knowledge down here. You don't see the law of physics? Holy, like I don't understand. Like these people saying that Akashic records is on a higher dimension. It's everywhere. You don't see like the Akashic records is so-called knowledge. Holy, it's seeing. Ooh. But notice this. Let me give you clarity of this ringing ear thing, like, versus the Akashic records, right? When you do the ringing ear thingy, and then you go into different barriers and get messages, you want to know why that you get messages from the universe? If your ear's ringing because of the universe and not another alien, you want to know why? Like, you get knowledge from that frequency? It's because of this. Check this out. If you're in a lower frequency, then you comprehend life on a low frequency. So like, on a low frequency, you're comprehending with culture and religion and ideology. So when people witness aliens that come down, all these people on the planet call them the creator type of thing. Because they have a religious aspect, like, of, like, their whole perception. So they have a religious perspective of, like, the aliens that are coming down type of thing. But then, if you raise your vibration on a higher frequency, notice how your perspective changes. Like, it shifts into a higher dimension. That's because so-called knowledge, right, is actually, like, a state of mind. Like how you perceive. So like, if you're right now in this universe, you're gonna, in a lower frequency, you're gonna, like, comprehend life on a religious sense, right? In a culture sense, in an ideological sense. But then if you raise your frequency, then life changes. Then it's like, oh, the sun is not the religious. This earth is not religious. These people are not religious. The sun is actually a soul. No? You don't see? And how your perspective of what is in front of you gets more smart. It's a state of mind type of thing. That's why when you pass barriers, then you get messages from that loud sound when you pass it. Ooh, holy. Holy. So like, these scientists that are on a low frequency, on a very, very low frequency, like on that atheist state of mind, like, they look at the sun and they think it's just scientific type of thing. Because they're in a low frequency. But then if they raise their vibration a little higher, and if they were at least religious, then they look at the sun like this. Like, oh, the creator made the sun. The sun has to mean something. Let's give symbols to it. You see that? Like how the Egyptians like give symbols like for the sun type of thing. But then if you raise your vibration even higher, then you look at the sun like on a different perspective. You see the state of mind's changing? Ooh. So like your knowledge becomes smarter, like it's like it comes in packs on higher dimensions. So if you hear the ringing in your ear and if you pass a barrier, like you better experience it. Like so for real experience it because it will change your notion and your whole like philosophy into a higher like life form type of thing because knowledge, so-called knowledge is a life form too. You remember how I said psychedelics is the manifestation of your mind because psychedelic means mind manifestors. So your knowledge is a life form too. You can see knowledge type of thing. So-called knowledge type of thing. So like your notions and everything, it changes its life form. It morphs as you go into a higher dimension with your ear ringing. Ooh. And you have a better understanding of this ear ringing when your third eye's open type of thing. When you start shifting your adjustments of your third eye. Ooh. No? Holy. And if you eat shrooms, right, and you get a psychedelic trip type of thing, while hearing the ear ringing, then you can channel psychedelic perspectives of life even better type of thing. So it's not just you eating the shrooms and that's it. And you can also like do the 13 level thing and then you get psychedelic perspectives of life. Like you get the source of it type of thing. Like the source of that segment. Holy fuck.